Right,
I've set to include my audio.
excellent. We now see how long it takes Twitch to decide that I'm live. It's usually about 40 seconds.
This is why streamers, they go live and then give it like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, I completely understand. Completely understand that. That's why I'm not too bothered that we're going live in the middle of something. There we go. So I can actually see what the stream's doing. So I have to wait for 45 seconds before it'll actually let me see what the stream's showing. It's got to build up that time delay. Right. Yeah, I think to unstick this problem, we're just going to have to shave one side of the mining hole out as it comes up. We don't really have any manufacturing on this rig, do we?
I thought we did put manufacturing stuff on it. Or did we just
We've
put the
got
refinery on it?
We've only got survival kits, which will do it, but they'll do it slow. Because we kind of want 4 drills, really, 1 in each direction. Actually, no, we only need to deal with 2 sides, don't we?
I'm not sure. Yep, I'm on there as well.
Cool.
I haven't had the notification still, but I just went on it.
Yeah, weird.
Right.
Yeah, right, okay. We are going to need to get some proper manufacturing on your rig, because survival kits can't build all the parts we need for drills. Right, I'm just going to quickly truck back over to base. So always going, perfectly to plan, eh?
Absolutely.
It's weird to be driving a vehicle that's not armed to the teeth. I've spent too much time on the server where I've got to worry about reavers and all sorts of pirates and stuff.
Are they actual mobs, or is it more of
They're ships.
robots?
They're ships. They are fully AI controlled ships. Or ground installations.
I don't understand why this has got stuck so badly.
You and me both.
And even if I turn everything off, it still gets stuck. Still
Bringing
shakes.
some manufacturing over to you. Are the drills still running?
The drills are still running.
They will be shaking your grid.
Turn them off.
Well, if the pistons aren't moving, yes.
Still shaking.
There'll be some residual shake in the pistons. Pistons in this aren't rigid, don't forget.
Yeah, just
Tree stuck in the suspension.
with...
Oh, that's because I haven't jacked my suspension back up from parking. Whoopsie.
Why are all the pistons different colours?
Because each different colour is a subgrid.
Oh, okay. Well, just drove over me.
Now, what do you mean? Sorry, it's Ripsaw doing Ripsaw things. Which means it turns like a boat, but doesn't care what it drives over.
Right, all the pistons are off, the drills are off.
Yep.
I say the drills are off, the drills should be off.
And hello out there in chat if you have joined us, welcome.
Yeah, they're all off. Everything is off, and I'm still shaking around like a shaky thing.
Yeah. Right. Ripsaw is here for on-site construction purposes. Hey Dovahkiin. You have joined us in the middle of recovery operations as a result of... yeah, we did some building. We were doing really well but started running out of resources, so we brought the mining rig out to top the resources up, and we now need to get the mining rig unstuck because it's... Oh, okay. Tom, I think I've realised how it slipped.
What's up?
Come and have a look at your wheels.
Where?
Yeah, specifically on this side. Have a look at your wheels from the side. And tell me what's wrong with that picture.
Why are they not all the same level?
That's what's wrong with this picture. Something has gone weird with the settings on that front wheel. No, back wheel, sorry. That back wheel has just collapsed.
It has.
And that's what's tipped your rig.
The front wheel's up off the floor as well.
Yeah, but that's because that back wheel has collapsed.
You don't think it's because of all the additional weight in the back, do you?
I mean, it's possible, but I'm just checking the settings. Strength is set to 70. And if it was the weight, I would expect it to have collapsed on both sides. Because the way that grid mass works in Space Engineers is it's applied directly to the centre. So we should have seen both back wheels collapse, not just one of them randomly. Settings.
Gonna run out of juice in a minute.
Settings look the same.
Actually, I can see the whole thing's travelled sideways.
Yeah.
Something has happened, and something is broken.
Yeah.
Because that shouldn't be that side of the hole.
Yeah. Your vehicle has had a moment somewhere along the lines. Which, as you can imagine, is causing us some problems.
Yeah.
Right. I've
Oh Christ!
right.
Actually, if I come out, I can see how badly it's leant over sideways.
Yeah. It's not great.
No.
It's not great at all.
It's
And it's all because of that wheel doing weirdness. All because something's gone weird on that side of the wheel.
Can you lower the whole thing to square it off?
We're at the maximum depression of the suspension.
Okay, what about maximum opposite
Height.
of depression?
Elevation, Tom.
That's the one, that'll do. Oh, is that made block?
God.
I think he's unmade. No, no. He's still there. It's working.
Right.
Oh. Okay, that's just getting stuck. I don't know what
Yeah,
you've done,
it's
but it's
getting-
now bouncing up and down as well.
Yeah, it's. No, I was up and down in the wheels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's tethered by a dirty great drill down a hole.
We're just going to have to disattach the drill.
I mean, that's a heck of a lot of work to fish that back out.
I was just thinking maybe blow it up.
I was thinking we grind it down and recover the resources.
Oh, that's a lot of going down in that hole though to try and get it all back out.
Yeah, that's true. We can detach it possibly. I mean, what we might be able to do is detach it and reattach it. But that's going to get weird fast.
Yeah.
We can't. We definitely are sacrificing the drill rather than the rig, though.
I reckon I need to make some changes to this thing.
Yeah. Right. So are we? We're dropping this drill, aren't we?
I think we're going to have to. I think it's going to be the only way we can sort this out.
Do you want to have the honours, or shall I?
No, you can do it. You can do it.
As it's your vehicle.
And it is got a lot of resources in it anyway, so we might as well.
Yeah, it has actually. Yeah.
There's nothing in the
'cause all we're
drills or
gonna
anything.
do-
It's all been moved.
No, the drills will have emptied anyway.
Good.
Yeah, all we need to do is cut the top conveyor tube
Okay.
off the drill rig. So I can do it if you want, or you can. Whichever of us isn't doing it needs to be in the driver's seat of the rig.
Okay. I'll go get in the driver's rig because I'll start driving it backwards. It's been disattached.
Well, we've got to see if we get enough
this is gonna
clearance
work.
to actually move it.
I haven't got enough stuff left for
Are
that.
you out of hydrogen?
Yeah, I had to jump to get to the ladder.
Oh dear. Yes, Dovahkiin, hands on head is pretty much the the face palm is appropriate right now. Me and Tom have been at this for most of the afternoon, trying to save you lot having to watch us placing about 4 million steel blocks at the base. Let me know when you're ready, Tom. And this is what happens after an afternoon of Space Engineers. You end up with a mining bit stuck down a hole. Am I in emote only chat? Thank you, Dovahkiin. I had not noticed that.
Oh, that's because of. Do you know how to change it?
Yes.
I
I
can do it
do
really
know how to
easily.
change it, but if you can do it faster, that would be great.
Done.
Thanks, Dovahkiin. Yeah, the reason for the emote only chat
Ooh.
is some of the bot raids that have been happening are now doing offline targeting of people's chats and then reporting them for hate speech when they raid your chat when you're offline. So as a precaution, I've been sticking it in emote only mode because I've had about 15 bot followers in the last 2 weeks. So not taking the chances, but thank you for letting me know. The Discord message was greatly appreciated. Hopefully we fixed that problem then. Right, are you ready for me to cut the cord?
Yep.
See how far this actually drops.
Oh,
Whoa!
shoot. What on earth's happening to...
And ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to our Lord and Saviour Clang?
Oh dear. Well, this is not gravy.
You can indeed talk. Well done, Orion. Well then,
I'm,
you are slightly upside down, Tom. Oh, and you've got no hydrogen either.
I've probably got enough hydrogen. It's got...
Enough
got-
hydrogen to not go splat.
But I've got no movement.
Well, you've got no gyros, have you?
I thought I put a couple of gyros on it.
I mean, you're in the position to tell, not me. You're in the driver's seat.
Nope. I got nothing.
No, you've got a gyroscope.
That is not
Just
enough
checked.
to move.
No, that's going to be nowhere near enough.
Well,
Ah, that's a beautiful sight, isn't it? And it was going
Oh.
so well.
and I couldn't even get out safely because I had no fuel.
So you've splatted as well.
So I'm going to respawn at my survival kit as opposed to my...
If you respawn at Ripsaw, you'll be fine.
I don't have choice for Ripsaw.
You should do.
Oh, I can't... Oh, it's
Set to
doing
share.
it again. I can't respawn anywhere.
Wonderful. So you'll be back with us in a minute then.
Yep, I'm going to have to leave the game.
Yep. So whilst Tom's restarting, Hi chat, how are we all doing this evening? This is what happens after 7 hours of Space Engineers? Something like that?
Something like that. Well, that is a sight to behold.
That really is.
Okay, I have
Kind of
left.
glad we've got a recording of that one.
I,
Let me know when you need a new invite.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready.
New invite is coming your way. Just as soon as Space Engineers wants to give me the screen. There we go.
I think I need to redesign that thing.
Good. Glad you're doing fine, Dovahkiin. Now, what I've got to ask Tom is, do you think your insurance covers it?
Insurance?
That's the one. That's the answer.
I don't believe in insurance.
Right.
I like to live life on the edge.
Right, I think I may have worked out what the problem is.
What's that?
The cargo containers that are full
Mm-hmm.
are the topmost row of cargo containers on the back.
That's probably what was mucking up the suspension as well then.
Yeah. Well, it's all 3 of the top cargo containers are full.
Yep. That'll be why, and that's why it tipped.
So, gravity doing gravity things.
Right, how on earth... Oh, I'm back. Under the ripsaw. Just gonna go grab my kit.
Yeah, go grab your kit. Sorry, I was too busy trying to work out what the heck we're going to do with this to even think of picking your bag up. I mean, the good news is it landed on its aerials, so it didn't land completely flat upside down. The fun bit is going to be getting this back onto, some semblance of its wheels.
Oh no, screw that. I think extract everything out of it and
Have you seen how much is in this thing?
we'll have to get something that can... Ooh. Is it getting dark again? Oh,
Yes, it's getting dark again.
What
You
did I
logged
just
in, of
die
course
on?
it's getting dark again.
What on
How
earth
did
did
you-
I
what?
just die on?
No idea. Right. I've grabbed your bag.
It's done it again. It won't let me respawn.
I've grabbed both your bags. That suggests to me that your internet is not happy then, possibly. Right. Where's Tom's stuff gonna start? There.
Okay.
Right, I've put your stuff in Ripsaw.
Okay.
So your gear is safe. There is no worry about the time limit. I think what we need, Dovahkiin, is a crane. That's what we need. We need a crane and we need a utility truck
Can
to
you
empty this thing out.
get to the access port on the back of it with a vehicle? Do you think?
We can get to the cargo containers, no problem.
So, because if we can get it, if we can back a vehicle onto it to put
You're
everything
thinking
in, just to empty it
build a...
and then burn
Okay.
it.
Burn it.
Yep. Set fire to it. Destroy it.
I say we leave it there as a monument to our insanity.
Well, we could do that.
Or we empty it and add a set of wheels behind the current back set so that it's less back heavy, more centred, and flip it back over after we've added the wheels.
I've got ideas for redesigning it to improve it anyway.
Cool, in which case we'll empty it, we'll flip it, or we'll leave it where it is, and once you've done your redesign we'll recover it later.
Yeah.
Because what we really need is the parts. So what we're gonna need is something that's able to haul at least 3 large cargo containers worth of stuff.
Probably something that's got 3 large cargo containers on it.
And large numbers of wheels.
And large numbers of wheels so it doesn't fall over.
So I'll drive back to base in the Ripsaw. If you want to spawn at base,
I can't
You're
respawn, I
back
need
in.
another invite. I had to
got
live
they
again.
expire now. I love the fact that I'm sending you an invite whilst the Ripsaw is still driving itself across the terrain. It can only end well. Oh yeah, I come back to a Ripsaw that's coming off the edge of a cliff sideways, and it still is fine. One of these days, that's going to get me in trouble.
I wonder where it's going to respawn me.
Good question. Good question. Right, let's park the Ripsaw off out the way for a minute. It's got 2 days worth of power, so put the batteries on recharge and we should be good.
I am buying my thingy. Ooh. Okay.
All your gear's in the bottom of Ripsaw.
So I buy my thing, so I'm just trundling back over to base.
Okay. Whoa, that's a problem. Don't step on the welding pit. I may have left it switched on.
You don't do that?
I may have just mildly cooked the bottom of my feet. I have now turned off the welding pit. Survival kit, heal me. Heal me.
Yes. Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay, we'll give that a try then. Yeah, cool, thank you.
Hi Artemis!
Matt says, sorry, 10 says hi. Ooh, faux pas. Faux pas.
Yeah, you've done it at least twice, it's
Have
fine. Yeah, you did it really early on.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to worry about.
Was you streaming? when you
Nothing
did
to
it?
worry about.
I try not to
Oh,
use...
I meant really early stream.
Oh, right.
Not this stream. Previous stream. You're all good.
I nearly
You're
just did a
all
U then
good.
and then he went onto the 3D printer.
Oh, I've turned them off now.
Oh,
It's
okay.
safe to walk on now. Yeah, I've made it safe for you. Oh, that's something we also need to do. Let's turn the projector off. That might have something to do with a few of the lag issues. Get rid of the vestigial projector. Right. Yeah, we still had the base projection running from when we were doing the build earlier.
Oh, whoops.
So, right. So we need to design an emergency cargo vehicle. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, I mean, if we want to get all
Basically.
that stuff out now, then yeah.
Which we kind of do, because we kind of need that stuff to build what we need to build, don't we?
We just need to stick 3 large cargo containers on something.
I found something.
Alright. If we stick them on there and figure out a way of connecting it to that thing, we can just transfer the stuff over. And then, I don't know, set up a bomb underneath that thing there and let it go out in a blaze of glory.
As I said, we'll save that thing for when you've done the redesign. It will be faster redesigning that thing than it will be trying to start from scratch. Right, we need some steel plate. Right, there we go. We also need to queue up the bits for... Come on. Oh, deep breath 10. Right. Let's queue up the bits for 3 large cargo containers. Cool. Okay. So, what I'm thinking is we basically just extend this thing by 3 large cargo containers and bolt wheels to them.
Sounds like a plan to me. And then find a way to connect them. To
Well,
these ones.
The good news is, large cargo containers have got cargo ports on them,
They have.
which you can attach a connector to.
So we attach a connector to one of these and just back it up onto it, I suppose.
That's more or less my plan.
Cool.
What I'm worried about is how terribly this is actually going to drive.
Well, you've only got to do it a few times.
I'm planning on only doing it once. Oh lord, and it's going to get worse.
Well, what's wrong?
Well, you see, there's a small problem.
What's that?
Getting connection points for the suspension.
Yeah, they're a bit high.
Well, they need to be high, otherwise we rip them off on the ground.
Yeah. And it means we'd have to come build off of the side of them.
Yeah, but there isn't a snap point where we need it on the cargo thing. Or is there? Because 3x3 wheels have weird snap points. And that's a 5x5. Haha! Oh, those are terrifyingly close together. Okay, middle set of wheels is going. Those are way too close together.
Is that not going to work?
The middle... if I'd got a middle wheel in there, we wouldn't have had any room for them to turn whatsoever.
Oh my god. Apparently I don't have enough interior plates.
Right side wheel. 1, 2. Go. Oh, this thing is going to end up in a hole in the ground somewhere. It really is.
Why on earth does it need bulletproof glass?
Why does what need bulletproof glass?
The container.
No, it doesn't. You must have something else still in your construction thing from earlier.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason it put a cockpit on it.
That's random.
That's what I was thinking.
I had an absolute ton of steel plate on me. Let's weld up all of the stuff that has steel plate. Including the blocks holding the wheels on, because that might be an important thing to have nice and solidly attached.
It could be fairly important.
Because my worry is, are we going to be able to get this low enough to hook it onto the stranded vehicle?
Well, you have got a choice of 3 different levels.
We do. Let's just see if there's one that's actually convenient. Oh, I missed a trick, Tom.
What's up?
I should have reversed this over the welding pit before we started.
Oh, that would have been so much easier. Would have just done it.
Well, it would have done most of it. Ow. Apparently I discovered gravity a bit too quickly there. Do-do-do. Last few bits. That's the cargo container's done.
You're doing the last few bits for the middle one.
Yep. Right, that's the cargo containers up. No, Dovahkiin, I have not had a chance to look at your rover yet. As I said, as soon as I've looked at it, I will let you know. Between work and life getting in the way, the last couple of weeks have been absolute chaos, so... God, for a second there I thought I'd got the wheels at different heights.
That would be funny.
No, that would not be funny. I mean, it would sort of be funny. Right, let's... One of those. One of those. I know you've already started grabbing bits. I'm just going to queue up some more. Because we're going to need them anyway.
That's alright.
I mean, once we get the materials back, it's not like we're running out. And entertainingly, your thing is still going to actually be refining stuff as we go.
Is it? Oh, because it's
Yeah.
still working, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not broken, it's just upside down.
Yeah. It's going to have a lot of iron in it.
Yes. Right. You got those last bits?
I think that's it, isn't it?
No.
Apart from this doesn't
one of
seem
the
to be
wheels.
finishing.
Yeah, one of the suspensions we're still missing some parts on. Which I now have.
Are you finishing?
Yeah, and I keep... Yep. And I keep nearly flying into my scout bike as I come past. Right. We now need to stick a connector on this thing.
Yep.
But I don't know if we want to stick it directly to the back of this thing, or if we want to put it on a little 90-degree corner, 90-degree corner down, so it's a bit lower.
Where's my bike? Let me drive over and see how high. Because I think
'Cause
that
it's
might actually be the same level as the second one up.
Possibly. I mean, most builds go through 3 or 4 revisions, Dovahkiin, even in real life, so I wouldn't be surprised if you have to do a couple of mini rebuilds on your Diplomatic, especially as it's your first proper big ship that you've tried, from what I remember. Right, whilst Tom's checking height, I can set the suspension up on this thing. God, this is an ungainly monstrosity now. It really is.
I think it's kind of in between the two of them.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
It's probably easier to go higher than it is lower.
It's easier for me to drop the vehicle suspension than raise it.
And that is very true. I mean, you're miles away from the hole.
Oh dear lord, the wheels on this thing.
What's wrong?
Well, they were perfectly set up for when it was, you know, a normal vehicle. So I need to... It should be that one and that one. Okay, now we have two sets of wheels that don't steer.
Is it bad that I really don't like the bike anymore?
Oh, Tom.
It's too slow and doesn't get airborne.
Oh, Tom. Yeah, okay, that's weird. According to the control panel...
Oh? Still moving?
Yeah, oh, no, it's which wheels turn and which wheels don't, is what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Where on the ship would I start a redesign? I would start with whichever bit is bothering you the most, as stupid as that sounds. So if there's a bit of the design that you're looking at and just going, nope, I don't like it, start there.
I think I'm in your scout bike.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
I'm pretty sure it says 601 target scout bike, so I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
I'm
that
in
would be
your
my one.
I'll go put your one back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tom!
it's fine. Nothing happened. That's all fine.
Really? I'm reasonably sure that there's a very easy way of me finding out, because I was watching that. I'm in third person camera, Tom.
It's all fine. It's all fine.
I have a lovely aerial view of what's going on.
It's fine. Nothing's broken. Thank you very much, my lovely. Ooh, I forgot I had this. It's
Well,
fine.
Dovkin, if it's the front that bothers you the most, I would start with the front.
I suppose I better turn it back off again.
Right. So let's grab my wheels. Where's my white gone?
Yeah.
Oh. So go on then, make us all jealous. What have you got for dinner?
Chicken tikka.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, it's microwave meal one because it was supposed to be for last night and easy, and then I didn't eat
Fair.
last night.
Fair enough. Right, okay. Let's get
Why?
a,
I mean,
connect-
we're gonna have all the resources in big thing.
But we can't build anything over there.
Oh.
We haven't got an assembler over there. We've only got the survival kit. Just can't build everything. Still there, Tom? Oh dear, did we lose a Tom? Ah, there you are. Well, you disappeared, Tom. And that's clearly our loss. Yeah. What I said was, but we're gonna have no way of building anything. Which is what I'm just bolting to the side of this. We now have a basic assembler that I'm bolting to the side of this thing. I'm actually also going to stick a basic refinery on the other side of this. Just actually no, this hasn't got much power generation. We're not doing that. Yeah, exactly. We'll just have to transfer ingots over. Right. Oh, I do not want to drive this thing. Actually, for a vehicle this bodged together, because let's be honest, This thing has been a bodge since day one. This is definitely nicer to drive than some other vehicles. Well, yeah, but it's very low to the ground and has a very silly power to weight ratio at the minute. Can you hear Tom now, Dovahkiin? Because his mic did cut out for a second there. Okay, I've just noticed Dovahkiin saying it in chat, so it may have been while your mic was otherwise broken. You have gone, okay. That's not good. Thank you for the heads up, Dovahkiin. We shall see if we can fix that.
I've re-included my audio. I've unincluded and re-included my audio. Hopefully that will
Cool,
fix it.
Dovahkiin, if you can let us know if that worked.
Yeah, you're like slap bang in between the two of them. Ooh, down, 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 down. Oh, that might work actually. You slap a connector on both.
Right.
You can hear me again.
Actually
Yeah, you can
build
hear
connectors.
my amazing, beautiful voice.
Excellent, thank you, Dovahkiin. Thank you for that heads up. Right, first off, let's get some material. Let's see what we've got in processed materials around here. Okay, we've got a little bit of material in here, Tom. Jesus.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I mean,
Yeah.
that is what happens when you send a load of drills down like 100 meters or however far it was.
Yeah, tell me about it. Right, and as it's completely empty, let's also get rid of that container that's taking up, or hydrogen tank that's taking up room. Right, I'm just pulling ingots out of your refinery at the moment. And watching the suspension fold up. Right. So we need 2 connectors, don't we?
God, I didn't realise how hungry I was.
Okay, parts are in production. Let's find out if we've got enough materials across or if we're going to need to pull some others. Might need to pull some silicon. Don't know how much silicone we've managed to pull, but let's pull a bit more. I think I'm just going to have to whack the strength of this suspension right the way up, because this is a stupidly heavy load. In fact, let's just crank some of these settings. I think we're going to need it. Right. Okay, have we built the parts for our collectors yet? Getting close. Got enough bits.
They are so close to lining up perfectly.
I know, it's scary, isn't it? So close. So close to having the bits. The only thing I use beta for, Dovahkiin, is if I need more than 200 PCU for a screenshot or something like that. That is literally the only thing I use the beta for these days, because there's no functional difference anymore.
What's the beta?
Right, it used to be the beta on Xbox was where mods were, and it's where they did a lot of the testing for servers and things like that. But they haven't added any new features into beta for ages.
Okay. So the main game's now caught back up.
Yeah, so the main game's pretty much caught up. The only thing that you can still do in beta that they have said they're never going to put onto the main game is you can turn off all block limits, so you can remove all PCU restrictions, so you can just keep building and building and building. But you risk eventually building so large that you corrupt your save file.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah, there is just only so much that an Xbox can render.
Yep.
Especially if you're like me and you're on an original Xbox. Yeah, an original Xbox One. It's not happy. It's not happy running Space Engineers at the best of times.
No.
Definitely need to get my hands on a Series X at some point. Like, you know, when they actually start getting back in the country. Come on.
I'm so glad I got mine when I did, but I wish I would have got the PS5 instead.
You lucky bugger. According to Toshiba, who's the one that are making the graphics card, the graphics chips that's slowing everything down, they've got so much build lag in the supply chain that they've said that it's going to be shortages until 2025.
Really?
Yeah, just because they still haven't actually fulfilled all of the orders that were placed with them due to everyone suddenly switching to home working.
Right.
So if you think of it, every single home computer needs a graphics card of some level.
The thing is, it's not just graphics cards either.
No, but they've said their supply chain is such that... right, I'm going to make my life easier. I'm going to see if I can get a reversing camera on this. Actually, we don't need a reversing camera, do we? We've got a Tom.
I am here.
Right.
Whoa, slow down. Whoa.
That was slow.
I mean, you're pretty damn effing close. You got yellow. No, too far.
You do not want to know how I was doing that.
Right, you are possibly too low. Whee!
I think I'm too far off to one side, aren't I?
You are too far to the right. No, left.
How's that looking?
You're a lot more in line, but it's still not giving any colours.
Yeah, no, that's fine, because what I'm doing...
Yellow? Oh, yellow. You had yellow then. Right, you're way too far over to the left now.
There's a much easier way of doing this. Blocks.
No, right. Jesus Christ, don't know my left and right.
Switch lock, there we go. Right. Yeah, I'm basically skating this thing on its gyro right now.
Oh, okay. I mean...
I'm not doing this at all with the controller. This is all...
Green. We have green. We have green.
We do indeed have green. This can only go well. Right. Oh, Lord help me. Cargo. There's my 3 large cargo. Hide empty. Large cargo containers. Okay, well we're going to leave the 18k of gravel behind.
Yeah, we don't need gravel. Gravel's rubbish. In fact, I genuinely don't know what you use gravel for other than, you know, floor decoration.
In this you use it for a couple of things, but not much.
Should be able to, like, grind it down and turn it into something else. It's just tiny rocks at the end of the day.
Yep. Right, we're full. And your
Excellent.
rig is not empty.
My rig is not empty.
Nope.
How is it not empty? Oh, you're moving.
Because I really shouldn't be.
You're rolling backwards. Oh, you've now gone yellow, not green.
Yeah.
You're moving the rig. I don't want to be standing here. That's going to fall on me.
This is how little power we have.
You're moving very slowly.
Yeah, I think I know why. I just want to get some clearance before I put the brake on. Select wheels. And let's up that friction and power just a touch.
Ooh.
There we go, that should be a little bit more manageable. Oh boy. Of course, we've got a problem at the other end now.
Sorry?
We've got a problem at the other end now. Can we unload it? So, this is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm tempted to stick a thruster on it to push it, Dovahkiin, but I'm slightly concerned that if we do that, we might not actually get it to stop.
Are you stuck?
No, I'm moving. I'm just deliberately moving slowly.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not convinced that if I get this thing up to any sort of speed, it's going to stop. Ah, Firebird Beast, my apologies. I thought that was a Dovahkiin. For some reason it said so on one chat and didn't on the other. Welcome. Come on.
Firebird
Oh,
Beast.
I see what's happened.
Awesome name.
I've seen what's happened.
What's happened?
My wheels have got
You were stuck on a tree.
confused. No. I've got a set of wheels that think they should be steering one direction when they shouldn't be. Oh wow. These are very confused wheels right now.
I'm quite enjoying the ride, to be honest.
Oh, are you hitching a ride?
Yeah.
Isn't your bike back there?
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm back in a minute.
Right, we're going to truck steer this.
I forgot about
we
the
are
bike.
gonna... Yeah, I didn't, fortunately. Come on, Xbox. You can do this. You wheels no longer have permission to steer. You are just for driving. Right, Tom, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not entirely sure where we're actually going to be able to connect this. Ah, no, I know where we're going to be able to connect this up. I know exactly where we can connect
Oh my
this up.
God.
We lost Tom again. Oh no, he's back again. He's back again.
No, I'm here. I'm having some serious lag issues, and I don't know what's going on with. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa!
I mean, you should see what I'm doing. This is not a happy rover. Just twitching like a lunatic. So let's drag this round. I'm going to try. Oh lord, the turning circle on this is horrific.
Where are you going to try and put it?
I'm going to try and use the connector on the landing pad. Except we have a problem. We have
What's
a
that?
significant problem. It's currently stuck in a hole.
Where the f...
It's fine.
Oh my god.
I mean, it was fine. Not a happy rover right now. I'm sorry, June Buggy. This was never meant to happen to you.
Fuel low.
Oh, and I'm about to run out of jetpack fuel. Ow!
Fuel critical.
Where's my O2 generator? Ah, that's a problem.
What's up?
We're out of ice on the base. Again.
We're out of ice. Oh.
Only on the base.
Okay.
Only on the
Okay,
base.
I'll go.
That's a problem we can sort out in a second.
Oh dear. Oh, okay.
And that's sounding
And
like
I
a
don't
problem
think
that I
I can
probably
do
don't
much.
want to know about.
I fell
right.
through the earth.
You
I
fell
fell
through
the earth
the
and then
earth.
it hit a reset button. Yep, and then it
Excellent.
hit reset and put me back on the surface again. I don't know what's going on.
Let me have a look at your ping. Yo, lordy, Tom. You are on Australian ping levels right now. You are at
What's my ping?
864. Your
Yeah,
internet
that'd be
connection
why
is
my
about to
thing's
die,
not
my
working
friend.
properly.
Yes. Yeah, your internet connection is basically dying.
That sounds about right for my internet.
Right. You know what, Firebird Beast? You're right. Let's do this with a thruster. Come on, give me my motors. Give me my motors. I'll come back for the rest in a second. Oh, it did not like that.
Oh my god.
Tom does have a phone. That's a bit of a random question, Dovahkiin.
So I'm on a phone.
I'm gonna hope that I've got enough gyro. I've also realised the connector I was aiming for is a block lower to the ground than I was anticipating. So I may want to sort that problem out first.
Okay. I have an idea of how to sort the internet out.
Okay.
But I probably won't be able to watch the stream at the same time.
That is fair enough.
So, I am... Stop moving! I am... Oh, I can't do that from here. I need to get back to my cryo chamber because I'm probably going to get disconnected.
Well, as long as the world doesn't crash while you're disconnecting, you'll be
Okay.
fine. Yeah, as long as the world doesn't DC, you'll want to be in a vehicle cockpit of some sort, but other than that,
I am in a cockpit.
yeah, you'll be fine then.
That Dovahkiin is exactly what I was going to do. Because luckily enough for me, I have unlimited
Oh yeah,
data.
you have all of the internet data on your phone, don't you?
I do
Go on,
indeed.
give me my construction
So,
components.
well, I am cool. Settings. Turn my phone into a mobile hotspot.
Right, how bad's the... Oh, I'd forgotten about that. This plan was a bad plan.
Settings.
This was a very bad plan. Okay, let's see if we can at least... Okay. Helps if you finish building the engine 10. Does help if you finish. Incidentally, stream, welcome to what will be our rocket launch pad and what is our 3D printer. As you haven't officially seen this side of the base in survival yet. This is not how we were planning on the stream starting. Just for the record. Wow, that thruster is doing absolutely nothing. And I do mean absolutely nothing. This thing is way, way too overloaded. Oh well. Did I have the parking brake on still? I did. Good spot. I mean, it still isn't helping. Or is it? Or is it? I mean, we're on the flat. Oh, he's back.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you, and we have dragged, well, it's dragged clear of the hull.
Right, okay. Right, I think I'm back in, but I will need another invite to
Yep.
go.
Yeah, that's fine. I've stopped the vehicle. It is shaking all over the place. It is not happy. Let me get it on the flat. Okay, while I'm dropping Tom on invite stream, anyone reckon that this has actually got a chance of working, or are we inviting Clang at this point? Do we think? Who thinks we're getting another visitation from Lord Clang this stream?
Oh, that was quick. I did a lot quicker.
I worry that your mobile internet is faster than your actual internet.
It probably is.
Right.
If you see a bomb technician running, follow him.
You reckon it'll work? Well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Dovahkiin. I'm still expecting it to explode any second, though it has at least stopped shaking.
Right.
Does Ripsaw have ice?
Okay,
Ripsaw has ice, I'm going to refill my bottles.
Everyone seems to be running this way.
Your mic went awfully quiet, but yes.
I had to move my mic away from my mouth because it went really loud. Oh, that's not good.
What's up?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Everything's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm just getting ice. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing's broken.
It's
not. It's fine. It's still walking.
Does anyone actually believe him, chat?
Ooh.
Apparently our O2 generator doesn't want to fill the bottles. So that's going well.
There we go.
Right, I'm going to get the Ripsaw out the way. Because this vehicle actually still functions. Let's get that out of the way. And what I think I'm going to have to do...
Oh, don't... Uh-oh.
...is completely ignore all of the horrible noises that are happening on Tom's microphone right now. Because problems that I don't know about can't hurt me.
Exactly. Exactly. Don't worry about me. It's fine.
So
I've just got to do the control thing again.
So what I think I need to do is turn this 90 degrees and then reverse it onto the landing pad. And then I can bring the connector out to it. But I've of course got to do that without either A, falling down the... I need to sort these wheels out. What are the... What is this, chat? Look at these wheels. They are all over the shop. What is going on? Right. So that one should be steering. Yes. That one should also be steering. Hang on a second. Right. Let's go back to old school tyre methods. Grind it down below functional, then you know exactly which wheels you are modifying. Because of course. Of course those wheels would be the ones that are... Ugh. Okay.
Dare I ask, what have you done with the wheels?
The wheel numbering, despite the fact that I place them in sequence, is not the same on left and right side of the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
So I am taking the old school approach to identifying my pairs of wheels of grinding them down so that they show as incomplete and then welding them back up again once I've set them the way I want them set. Right. Because if it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid. Right.
It's true.
What? Okay.
What?
Right, chat. I need you to just make sure that I am not seeing things. These are two incomplete wheels in front of me, yes? Just get the confirmation in the chat before I carry this sentence on. Because I'm looking at two incomplete sets of wheel suspension here. Below functional, below functional. Yeah? And no, Dovahkiin, I have not seen your intro yet. But when I go into the control panel, or when I went in last time, it was it was only showing one, and now it's showing two. Space engineers. Right. I want these ones steering, please. So the trick is, if it's exactly on the functional line, it doesn't show up as non-functional, even though it's not a functional block still. Thank you, Dovahkiin. I wasn't going entirely insane.
I think you were.
To be honest, I think I went insane a long time ago. Right. Okay. Yay, the wheels turn the way I want them to.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
It's alright, you're excused, Tom. Hey, gods. Turn please, turn please, turn please. Come on, you can do it.
Can't tell, even my movement is faster now.
Oh, this is an ungainly vehicle to drive in its current state. You know you were complaining that your mining rig was heavy and slow to drive?
Yes.
You need to have a crack at this thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've seen stationary rocks that move faster than this.
I think I filled up my vehicle.
Oh, you're outfitting a vice, right.
Yeah, I can't carry anything else.
Okay, I'm not trying to get this perfectly aligned with anything, I just want it square. That'll do. I can work with that. I do not like the way that bounces. Right. Okay.
Coming back. I'm nearly back. There is no fast way to get all the ice out of this thing either, is there?
No. What the heck is going on here?
I can see the ripsaw.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got suspension doing weird stuff on this thing. I'm hoping it doesn't do that again, because that was genuinely terrifying. We nearly found out if the safety detach function actually works in Space Engineers.
Was it that bad?
I'm not entirely sure what was keeping the wheel actually attached to the suspension unit for a moment there.
Magic.
It would pretty much have had to have been. And it's done it again. Oh lord. Why? Why do you do this to me, Clang? Why?
All
What
this
have I
just
done
because
to
we want to
anger
build a
you so
space
much?
rocket.
Oh, you want to come and see this insanity on the landing pad right now?
We'll come round in a second and just deposit this bit of ice. Have a look. Do 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 do.
I'm taking the approach of if I don't look at it, it doesn't exist.
What on earth did you manage to do?
I don't know.
What is it actually? They're not attached.
It's still attached.
No, they're not.
No, they are.
But they're not. I can see through it.
Shush. The game thinks it's still attached, therefore it is still attached.
I'm going to go back to emptying the ice. I feel it may be safer.
You may well be right.
But I got a motorbike full of ice, so
Oh, good. Yeah, Clang has just decided that we're going to have an interesting stream tonight, apparently. That's what's happening here. Clang has decreed that the stream tonight is anything but sane. I mean, we set a pretty low bar for sanity generally on this stream anyway, so it wasn't that difficult for Clang to corrupt it, but... And call me paranoid, but I'm going to make sure that there is a physical connection between that connector and the floor. So that's probably the worst way of doing it, I can sure of. We want something that isn't going to get in the way of the vehicle. Right, what the sweet Mary hell is that? Clang, please stop doing that to my rover. Clang has certainly done something to this.
Yeah, we knew it'd be funny though because of the old what it did with my beastie. It didn't like my beastie, did it?
It really didn't, but I am just ignoring what is happening here.
Right, I have deposited all of the ice that I had on me.
Excellent.
Right, just better go turn my bike back off again. See this, I've got no ice in it.
I think Clang is taking revenge on me for the amount of piston snakes I've built recently. I think that's what's happening, Dovahkiin.
What earth is
I don't
going
somehow...
on? What? Why? What?
Just don't ask.
I mean, you're not connected.
No, I know I'm not connected. I've currently lifted my wheels off the floor.
I mean, you're near connected.
You're not going to like my next approach.
Why? Why? How's that going to help? Oh, you're closer. It's yellow. We got yellow.
Yep.
Got no green there.
No, because you have to do that manually.
Oh, okay. You're green. You're good.
Yes, because the weight of a thruster leaving the grid makes the grid jump.
Fuel
Right.
low. Fuel critical.
Tom, it's connected.
It's all good.
Oh Lord. So yeah, chat. If you weren't aware of that, there's a glitch in the Space Engineer's physics engine that if you add a particularly heavy block, and you don't even need to have all the components in it, but it works with thrusters, batteries, and artificial mass blocks. If you add one to a grid, it causes the centre of mass on the grid to be recalculated, and when a grid's clanging out like that, that causes the grid to jump.
Oh. Ugh.
It should be noted that if that hadn't have worked, I'd also mounted the thruster back on the other way round, so that I could have used the thruster to force the vehicle back onto the connector. Right, now we have a new problem, Tom.
Okay.
We have 3 large cargo containers worth of stuff and we only have one large cargo container on the base.
We've got to make some more large cargo containers.
Well, fortunately, we already pre-sighted where we were going to build those eventually. We just, weren't expecting that to be tonight.
No. There's the hole. There it is.
And if you have put some ice back into the base, I can finally fill up my hydrogen bottle again. And grab my empty one that's been sat in here for I don't know how long. Right, I'll turn the projector on. Yeah, so what we had pre-decided, chat, is that the big hole that we previously dug, which we now have to get to down here, we're going to use to expand our cargo system down. We just weren't planning on doing this yet.
Nope.
Oh, and of course, it's all... Right, you can build the large cargo, Tom, but the piping, of course, I did it in the new fancy pipes that you don't have yet.
Yep.
So...
Can I get to that? I can. Is that... No.
So I'll get the pipes going. We'll just focus on the large cargoes for now.
Okay.
I'm glad you found that amusing, Dovahkiin. Considering the amount of resources that represented, that was a rather stressful bit of work, that.
Oh, how do I add things to the build menu again? It's LB in the button, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it that one? Yes, it was that one. Excellent. No?
LB and select, which is the left hand of the two middle buttons. Bits going on. I'm just going to cancel those superconductors. I keep seeing that we haven't got any gold and going, I don't need gold to build what I'm building. Then realise it's trying to build 18 superconductors from when we were adding the yield modules. Which reminds me we do need to go and truck out and get more gold at some point.
Do you remember, did you mark down on the GPS where it was?
Of course I did.
Good.
Let's just add a whole pile of those onto here. In fact, it's still up on my screen as gold with about 7 exclamation marks because we finally found it.
Yeah. Right. Oh, no. Ow.
You're right.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out how I'm going to get to the next container down.
Well, if you come round to the side I'm on, Tom, there's a nice big opening down into the hole where you can just fly in with a jetpack. I deliberately left us a maintenance hatch.
Oh, down here?
Yeah, no, here.
Here?
Literally, no, here, Tom. Where there's a hole.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to need to build 3 of these, because our large cargo container's already got stuff in it.
Why aren't you building it?
Right, I've nearly got the cargo tubes in place.
Have we got a survival
Yeah.
kit?
Right here.
Excellent.
Running out of hydrogen. Or power. You, come on, let me up, let me up. Yes, Dovahkiin, scripts do make a big difference to Space Engineers, but the problem you've got with them is they also mean that you've got more lag. So, it's a trade-off, unfortunately. Hey, there we go, right. We have the cargo connectors in place. At least as far as we need to go. I shall start helping you with the next cargo container. You still with us, Tom? Or are you just concentrating?
Yeah, I'm concentrating. Oh, you stupid rubbish pile of...
Chill, Tom.
Oh, I just for some reason can't seem to get enough interior plate.
Because we're both trying to build with it.
Yeah, I know. It's just irritating.
Yep. I tell you what, you keep building. I will. Now we've got empty cargo containers. I will start emptying the vehicle.
Do 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 do.
Right, so let's put the process stuff that we brought over into that one. Okay, so we now have 600k of processed iron. Tom.
Cool. That should keep us going for a little while.
I mean, you'd hope so. That's ignoring everything in all the refineries as well.
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
Hey, we got another one up. Okay. I have a nasty feeling we may have run out of cobalt.
Run out of cobalt?
Yeah, for the metal grids. Think we've got enough? Right, yeah, we've got all. We've now emptied the vehicle. The vehicle is empty.
Right. I'm just finishing off one last one then. Oh no, I haven't even started it.
Yeah, don't worry about that one. I'll turn the projector off. There we go. So we should have a stack of them down here now, all connected up. And on the near side, up this side, we're going to have Wow, it is. Thank you very much for the time reminder, Dovahkiin. We will have to wrap this up shortly, as it is 10 o'clock.
Is it 10 o'clock?
But yeah,
Oh.
so the plan... Yeah, it's 10 o'clock already. Doesn't time fly when Clang decides to destroy your plans?
Yeah.
So what we were planning on doing is building the printer, and we've made a printer big enough we're going to try and print the rocket. We were not planning for that.
Yeah, that was a bit...
Yeah. And Clang had been really well behaved all of today as well.
Yeah, he's been good. And then as soon as we tried to do that last one...
Yeah. Because, in case you were wondering, Stream, that would have been the third trip we'd had with Tom's Miner.
Yeah.
And the previous two were completely uneventful. Most irritating.
I don't know why it did it.
Neither do I. Anyway, we have a new cargo bug.
We do. Cargo bug is good.
Cargo bug is good. I am going to rescue cargo bug from its very, very strange position, though.
It's bouncy.
Of course it's bouncy. I'm cranking the suspension back up. There we go. And now it drives like a normal vehicle again. You know what this is missing though, Tom? Along the back of those cargo pods.
What's it missing? You can put more solar panels on it.
It doesn't have its fin anymore.
Needs more solar panels.
It's lost its fin. I tell you what, it drives a lot better when it's empty than it does full.
You have made almost like a lightweight Ripsaw.
I don't know about lightweight after that journey.
Yeah, true.
It's certainly got more cargo haulage than the Ripsaw does. That's for damn certain. Yeah, I think we might sign off by adding the, what do we reckon? 2 more solar panel? Yeah, if I lay them, we'll lay them down so that they're about the same height as the ones that are already on there. We'll have, right, and they're on that side of the block. There we go. I'm thinking like that. Are you going to let me place it? Oh, that's no fun. Not giving me the snap point to place it.
Why is he not giving you another snap point?
Because space engineers.
Okay.
Best I got. Oh, it's entirely possible that I'm just out of steel plate for some reason. Ah, nearly flew into the docking connector for the Ripsaw. Oop. Right. Give me 2 solar panels, please. Yeah, it hadn't given me the right components. It had given me 1 steel plate. Which, surprisingly enough, is enough to place exactly 1 solar panel. I mean, it's a horrifically bad idea, but we're going to go with it.
Oh, what the...
Tom clearly hasn't seen what I've done, so this is all good. Well, he either hasn't seen or doesn't care. I'm not sure which it is. Could go either way at this point.
Just trying something.
Or he's committing his own sins against Space Engineer's design somewhere else on the save right now.
Shh. Don't. Don't tell them.
Oh Lord, I've seen where he is. I don't want to know now. What are you doing to that poor defenceless wreck? Ow! I just got murdered by a connector.
Fixed it.
Okay then.
I'm destroying it anyway, but I wanted it to experiment on.
No, don't destroy it. That's a lot of work to rebuild. Please don't destroy it.
Okay, I won't destroy it.
If you've got it the right way up, we can salvage it. There we go. Solar panel, fin, restored. I'm impressed you got that back over. Was that just gyro power when it was empty?
Basically.
Sweet. Are you just going to leave it over there?
I am for now,
For
yeah.
now. Cool. Has it actually got much left in it?
What? As in fuel or weight or?
No, cargo.
I don't
Has it got
think
much
so.
left in the cargo system? I know
I
we
think-
drained a lot of it, but I don't know if we
Uh,
left anything.
there's a few bits and pieces in. Oh, I take that back. No, there's quite a lot left in it.
Is it enough that with the 20 minutes we've got left, that we bring the cargo bug back over and do another run? Oh, we can't now. It's too high up for the cargo bug.
I've got 3 hours of fuel left in it.
Yeah, you can just drive it back over here then.
That was the plan. It's not that far.
No. Yeah, Doverkin, thank you for the 10 o'clock warning, but on Sundays it's 10:30 because we start half hour later. Thank you for that heads up. I just realised that, yeah, Wednesdays I normally finish at 10, but
Oh, okay.
because we have to finish, or we have to start half hour later because of your fatherly responsibilities, we go half an hour later than I normally do on Wednesday.
Come on.
Are you going to want me spotting to get you lined up, or are you all good?
Oh, I'll probably figure it out. But I just
Okie dokie.
need it to turn.
I am not going to attempt to park the Ripsaw tonight, not the way that Clang's been. It's fine parked there. It's got days of power and it's got solar panels if it needs it. I think, chat, we just need to sit here for a moment and admire Tom's mastery of driving the mobile rig. Get a proper vantage point. You need to move left by about half a block width.
I don't know if this thing does half a block.
Looking pretty good. Yep, you're pretty much square, you just need to move it back and then drop your suspension down a little bit. Slowly, slowly, and stop! Tiny little bit. That's it, right, drop it down. It's a shame you haven't got any more up on that suspension, it really is. There you are, lock. You aren't locked yet. There you are, you're locked.
Right.
I mean, if nothing else, it's a nice, you know, extension on the base.
Yeah, yes. Does the job.
Oh god, that thing is silly. That thing is very silly.
I do like
Is there
it.
much that needs? Is there much that needs pulling out of it onto the base?
Pissed as a badger. Yeah, there's this. It's still been like processing iron and stuff like that. Might even have a few kobolds on board.
There's a whole bunch of random stuff in the in a connector somewhere. There's like 20k iron in a connector somewhere. Heck's that gotta be? Right, anyway.
So that's back in position. No drill, but I have ideas of how to fix it.
Okay, I'm interested to hear your ideas.
Um,
Yeah, we've only got 1.16k of cobalt left.
Have we? Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm gonna rearrange how the cargo containers are laid out.
Right.
So instead of having a stack of them at the back, have them so they're flat across the footprint.
Makes sense.
So balancing it out.
Yep, makes perfect sense.
And as you said as well, putting like the landing the feet on it, so
Yep.
that when it does start drilling, it locks itself in position.
Makes sense. Right, apart from the gravel and what's in the refinery,
Mm.
I've emptied your vehicle.
Cool.
And I'm not worried about emptying the refinery.
Let the refinery do its thing.
Well, exactly. The refinery is just making us more material, so...
Yeah.
Well, that was, unplanned. I
Yeah.
think that's the best description for that. Right. Now, what the heck did you do when you crashed into my mining vehicle earlier?
Nothing. I told you nothing.
The damage to the drill says otherwise.
It was basically nothing.
Apparently I've been eaten by the tyre.
Don't think that was me.
Really?
I mean, there's a small amount of damage up here, maybe. Maybe took off a couple of armor plates.
Yeah, you've removed about 6 armour blocks
Yeah, it's barely
on
anything.
both sides.
Barely anything.
Yeah, you've moved. Yeah, you've removed a bit more than that. Somehow.
What else?
One of the blocks here is not as it should be.
That end didn't go anywhere near it. And
So
as I
no
said,
idea
I
what's happened
barely
there.
tapped it. Unless it's just damage from us taking it out.
Possible.
Because I'm pretty sure I did less damage overall when I crashed into the cliff.
Yeah, probably actually. Ah, dear. I mean, it's not the end of the world. These things are fairly rough and tumble. And as you pointed out, they are slowly hitting the end of their usefulness.
Yeah. Once we get those other things up and running, we're probably never going to use these again.
Well, I mean, I've pretty much switched to the Ripsaw.
Yeah. You going 10?
I'm parking it.
Oh, okay.
Well, don't forget, there's a Ripsaw that normally parks here.
Oh yeah, of course it does. Of course it does.
So I can't exactly leave this thing just in case we need to park the Ripsaw and charge it up at some point.
Yeah, true.
So, just need to get this out the way. Okay, that was weird. There we go. Nice bit of parallel parking.
Hey.
Parallel to your bike, I mean.
I assumed as much.
Yeah.
You have a block that's a different colour.
Yes. Because at some point I've not changed my colour palette back to the grey. Well, if you look at everything else I've built recently, it's desert tan.
Yeah.
It's pearl tan colour. In fact, now we know whose bike is whose.
That's not Chell.
Simple. Problem solved. Where we find out I've actually painted your bike. Nope, mine. Just check the antenna. Oh dear. Well, yeah, that was a bit of a curveball. Wasn't anticipating that happening this evening.
Well, I got the big thing out. It was a lot easier when there was nothing on it.
Well, yeah, I can well believe that.
But I can see why it just straight away flipped when it was forward.
The amount of weight. I mean, we now know why the drill got stuck. That's for certain.
And when it filled itself up, it just tipped itself, and
yeah.
Which is why I need to relay out where all those boxes are. Which is why I was also thinking it's not worth adjusting. It's going to be a rebuild.
Fair enough. Well, we'll leave it as intact as we can for the moment, and we'll just play it careful if we ever have to use it.
Yeah.
I'm making a start on the print head for the 3D printer, as we've got about 10 minutes left. So
yeah, might as well.
I just realised that's the wrong head, because I need to switch that. Rotor, we need it to be a small rotor head. Come on, weld. Thank you. See, if you yell at it, it works just fine. So, what we have here is going to be the basis of our 3D print head. And what we're going to have is an arm that comes out from here, made of 4 pistons. It's then going to do an upward 90, across, and then a chain of 4 pistons pointing downwards.
Yeah.
And we're going to hang a print head off the bottom of it. That is the plan. Oh, good, I've still got some material in my inventory. So we'll put a block in there. I'll see if I can get this laid out, and then we can just get on to welding it at a later date. Fortunately, most of this is small grid, so this will be nice and quick for us to weld up. And then the plan
Small
was
grid
originally
stuff.
this stream's less blocks, or less material per block.
Material.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So yeah, the original plan for this stream was that we were going to build this 3D printer and get started on actually building all the stuff we've been designing over the last couple of weeks. As you have seen, Clang decided that no, that was not our plan. Why am I unable to place the piston? Have I run out of steel plate? No, I haven't run out of steel plate. Okay, you just decided for a second there I wasn't able to place a piston on a piston. So that's our piston mechanism. And then from that, go down one, and then 1, 2, 3. Now I've run out of steel plate. Let's get this all laid out, at least. And then it's just a welding job. So, my suggestion when it comes to building one of these print heads, especially if it's going to be one like this where we want to reuse it multiple times, is if you do a 5x5 square, but not solid, you make sure that you've got gaps in it so that you keep the print head relatively light for the pistons, because they're going to have enough to lift as it is.
Yeah.
And then off each corner and each of the centre points on the side, you drop down 2 blocks. It gives you enough clearance that your build isn't going to accidentally stick to your print head. You're always going to make sure you've got a block you can cut off. And then on top, it gives you enough room. If I find them, there we are, projectors. Which way are we going to want forwards on this? Going to want forwards that way. You can fit 8 projectors on this.
So that gives you essentially 8 different builds.
Yes. So what you do is, as you need stuff, I'm now paranoid that I've placed all of those except the last one the wrong way up. Oh well, we'll find out as we build them. If I need to replace them, so be it. But yeah, so what you do is you build all that up, preload the projections, and make sure you tick the keep projection box.
Yeah.
And that way, all you've got to do is just turn on and off as you need to cycle through designs. So, one of the things that we could have actually really done with tonight is I've got a cargo pod that's designed to be flown around by a lifting vehicle.
Yep.
So rather than having to do that horrible abomination that is the dune buggy, we could have just printed off a couple of cargo pods and the lifter and flown them backwards and forwards, and we've got a shuttle.
Yeah.
Got a cargo shuttle. So it would have given us lots of flexibility. So, but yeah, so that's the basics of laying out the printer anyway. And the reason it's all on this massive printer here is if we massive piston here, is if we happen to print something, say it's made out of heavy armour, so it's really heavy, and the print head starts struggling to lift it, we can actually use the bigger, stronger, large grid piston to start lifting the whole build up.
Yep.
And it also means that if we build something that's taller than where the print head is now, because that's our current maximum height of our build,
Yeah.
we can jack that up another 10 metres if we need to.
Well, it helps.
So we can build some really tall things. But the mad plan is that we're going to build another piston rig on this side for a large grid projector, and we're going to try and print our rocket off of it. Which, on the basis of pistons and us tonight, that's going to go so well.
It ain't gonna work, is it?
I reckon it'll be pretty spectacular when it goes wrong, though.
Would it
So-
be worth building like 4 pistons and linking them all together to one?
That's sort of the plan, but that's actually even more dangerous.
Or does it not strengthen it?
Oh, we know it strengthens it, but if the game thinks those pistons are misaligned by any amount,
Mhm.
they pull against each other instead of helping each other.
Okay.
If you get one little bit of tick lag in there, you can get some really fun Phantom Forces going on. And don't get me started on how you actually join those pistons together either, because that means merge blocks.
Well, if you build them off of this,
Yeah?
so you've got 4 fixed points, then you just build the blocks across.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Why doesn't it work like that? That would be logical.
Because every time you create a piston, the piston head is considered the start of a new subgrid.
Right.
So even if I built a new piston directly next to this one, with the piston heads touching, they would not join together. Because they are 2 separate grids.
We'll just try something. I'm curious.
So what you need to do is you have to build them, attach merge blocks, and then use the merge blocks to connect the top grids together. It's doable, but it's very clang happy of you just playing in creative quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious.
If you're playing with, are you playing with a piston?
Yeah.
In which case you will need some power. Oh, of course, I'm not in creative mode, am I? I am now. There you go, you have some power for your experiment.
It's not that I'm doubting you, I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The whole point of this little series is teaching you space engineers. So I'm intrigued to see what you've got planned and how it goes.
Right, so I have a 6x6 base. Right, where are the pistons?
Yep.
Where are the pistons?
They are under high tech. Or is it
Tech.
high tech or advanced? High tech or advanced systems? Or is it advanced systems?
Found
There we
it.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I put one there,
Yep.
one there,
Yep.
one there,
Who's really going for it? Okay.
one there. Ooh.
Right then, chat. Let's build ourselves a little viewing platform and observe a Tom at work.
I'm going to need you to tell me how to link the 4 pistons together.
You can't.
Why
Not
can't?
like that.
Why can't you?
Because what you've got here. So right, finish your box, and I'll show you the problem, and then I'll show you how to fix it. Right, now which piston did you start this on?
I think it's this one.
Well, we're about to find out. So if we just go in here and reverse the piston, can you see the problem? It's not actually attached to any of the other pistons.
That's fine. But can you link all 4 pistons together to put them in one group?
You can, but what will end up happening is, rather than all of them pushing together on as if they were a single piston, what you've got is one piston lifting the weight of the grid and the other 3 pistons lifting just their piston head weight. So what will happen is these ones will actually start clipping through the block above and clanging out.
Okay.
So what you have to do, we might as well give the quick demo on this. So if we clear these off, it is a useful thing. Oh, that's what happens when you remove the attachment point 10. Right, so we'll start with one block on each because that gives us a starting point. And what you do is underneath the piston, in the same group, you have something called a merge block.
Is that what that is?
That is what that is. Now, what happens with a merge block is when you move a merge block past another merge block, you can, or they will stick together. So what you start doing is, let's reverse that piston to bring it up, and turn it off. Don't think I've left myself enough clearance, but we'll find out in a second. Right. Well, this is going to get horribly clangy in a second. Right, brace. So as you bring that down, they go yellow and then they snap together. So that is now a single grid.
Okay.
So those pistons are now permanently joined together at the top.
Well, that's perfect.
So now all you do is rinse repeat.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do then. Well, not you,
For
but
the other
the
pistons.
rule, we.
I like that. It's exactly what we, cough tenable, do.
Well, I probably don't have that merge block, do I?
Yeah, merge blocks vanilla game.
Are they? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're vanilla game. But what you've got to remember is now, when you operate this grid that you're attaching everything to, you've got to operate both pistons together.
Which is fine, you grip the pistons and then...
Yes, exactly.
Fuel low.
So, it is doable.
But once
but
that's
the more
done...
pistons...
Fuel critical.
Yeah, the thing you've got to watch is the more pistons you have in play, the more physics calculations you've got, and therefore the more clang that you may have.
Yeah, but if you've got just those four grouped together, you've got a nice strong base, and you can run your 3D printer bit in the middle.
You could potentially do it that way, yeah. Yeah, that is, you could do that. Does rather limit your print area though. But yeah, no, I see what you're talking. Put one on each corner of the 3D printer.
Yeah.
I was going to do a similar idea, but instead of having them in a square like that, I was going to have an alternating row of them. So I was going to have... I was going to have something like that. So they're still all on one side of the printer.
That won't help it with tipping.
It won't tip. Because it's anchored into the ground.
Okay.
You've got the entire inertia of the base acting against it. The only reason yours tipped is because it's got wheels.
Right.
So we won't have the same issue. The only issue we'll potentially have is if we get an absolutely ridiculous amount of weight and it starts tipping, but the piston setup should be able to handle the rocket.
Okay.
I mean, what we need to do at some point is work out how tall the rocket actually is, but I think it's something about 70 meters.
Yeah.
So we're going to need 6 layers of pistons by the time you've got the spacer blocks in between. The issue we've really got is we also need to be able to have it come right the way down to ground level. 'Cause
That's why
it's
they.
got to start with the projection touching the ground.
That's why this piston head here, printer head,
Yep,
got those mini pistons on it, so it can reach all the way to the floor.
correct. So yeah, we go all the way up and we have all the way down as well. But that can just be a single stack.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to have any weight on it at all, because it's only the lower levels that are going to get really heavy. So anyway, it is now 25 to 11, so it is time for us to wrap things up. I'm going to get rid of this monstrosity, as this is the survival world, so we'll try and leave just survival stuff in here. Don't forget to turn your creative mode back off.
Yeah, I won't forget. That was more just so I can see what it looked like without
Yeah,
having to
no,
load up the
it's-
creative map.
It is a lot easier just to show how stuff like that works.
Yeah.
It is much easier. So, and something that I've not been able to convince my Twitch thing to actually let me do you reckon it's worth seeing if there's anyone around to raid?
I said, why not?
So, what's going to be the quickest way of seeing who's around to raid? Well, there's not many people on, let's put it that way.
Not many.
No. The only person I've got on my list is a very sarcastic lady by the name of Zombie Cleo, who's currently playing Sims 4, which is weird because she normally plays Minecraft. So, not sure what she's up to there. That's the only one I've got on my list. You got anyone?
I've got Tenable Target.
Well, yes.
Got Spin still streaming, but I've already been raided into
Oh.
him once today.
We'll go raid Spin.
We could raid Spin.
He raided me ages ago, so he's
Actually,
due
you
a
can raid him.
return.
I'm not on Twitch. I'm not watching it.
No, I know. So we've got to see if we can actually get this to work. It should be just slash and then spin dash, shouldn't it?
What to raid?
Slash raid, yeah.
I have no idea through the app.
Well, looks like we're all about to learn. Let's see. Yep, there's a spin dash, dude.
Actually, seeing as I'm not doing very much through there. If I jump back in here. So I'm now in.
Does also help if you spell his
change your
username
numbers.
right. Hmm?
Not that I can add your numbers, 'cause you've made me a mod.
No, that doesn't want to play. It doesn't want to let me do a raid.
Well, it's telling me you can.
Yeah, but I've just done the command and it's saying no.
Yeah.
If it'll let you do it as mod, crack on. Having said that, I think the only person watching at this point is you. Oh no, there we go. That's weird. If I sign in on my phone, it's telling me it works, but if I'm doing it on my stream manager, it's telling me it's not.
Yeah, on the phone it's telling
How?
me you can. But we are raiding.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
No. Okay, so how do we trigger the raid? How do we say go? Or do we just wait?
No idea.
No idea.
Don't
Oh well.
know.
Don't know. Anyway,
Excuse me. Oh.
well, experiment for later, I feel. Anyway,
Yes.
that's going to do it for tonight, everybody. If the raid fires off, we'll see what happens, but meh.
Nope.
Anyway,
We've gone.
we have.
Yay. Yeah, we've gone into Mark's raid. Mark's stream. You still there?